Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we'll be completing the story of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nobody believed in Ibrahim alayhi salam except for Sarah, who was both his cousin and wife, and Lut alayhi salam, who was his brother's son. After being thrown out of Babylon, Ibrahim alayhi salam went to Syria. Allah revealed to him, I am making this land for you and your children. Ibrahim alayhi salam lived in Syria until a year came when there was a great drought. Ibrahim alayhi salam and Sarah therefore went to Egypt. The king of Egypt always wanted any beautiful woman he saw. The spies from the palace told him that a beautiful woman, Sarah, had come to Egypt with her husband. The king said, bring her to me. Ibrahim alayhi salam feared that the king would do to her if he knew that she was his wife. He therefore told her, there are no Muslims on earth besides me and you. If he questions you, then say that you are my sister in Iman. Sarah did as he said, but she also made dua. She said, O Allah, if you know that I believe in you and your messenger, and that I have protected my private parts from all except my husband, then do not hand me to this disbeliever. The king wanted to touch her in an evil way. Every time he came to her, his hand became paralyzed. He asked her, what is this? She replied, this is from my Rabb. He said, pray to your Lord, and I shall not harm you. She prayed, and he tried again. He again promised her, and she again prayed. He tried a third time, and she prayed a third time. He then said, this is the truth. By Allah, I shall not harm you. He then asked his slaves, did you bring me a woman or a devil? He then sent her back to Ibrahim alayhi salam. He gave her money, presents, goats, cattle, and a slave girl called Hajar. She went back and saw Ibrahim alayhi salam busy in salah. She said, Allah was enough for me against the evil man. He gave me Hajar. Ibrahim alayhi salam went back to Syria with his beautiful wife, Sarah. She had everything a man could want, except that she could not have children. She was now old, and Ibrahim alayhi salam was old. Sarah censored what was in Ibrahim alayhi salam's mind. She therefore gave him Hajar for him to marry and have children to fill the earth after him. Ibrahim alayhi salam therefore married Hajar the Egyptian. 9 months quickly passed, and she gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. He was Ismail alayhi salam, who played around the house. Sarah felt sad and thought that Hajar would take her place. She wished that Allah would give her a child just as he gave Hajar a child. Ibrahim alayhi salam was so generous that he became known as the father of generosity. When he had no guest, he would go looking for a guest. One day he was sitting in front of his tent when some men came to him. They wore white and said salam. He replied, salam, unknown people, and went to his family. He came back with a fat calf, which he presented to them. They did not move their hands to the food. Ibrahim alayhi salam asked, who are you? We do not feel safe from you. They replied, do not fear. We are Allah's angels sent to Lut's people. Sarah was nearby. She laughed when she saw Ibrahim alayhi salam scared, because she understood that they were angels. The angel said to Sarah, we give you the good news of a knowledgeable boy. Sarah was amazed. She said, an old, infertile woman to give birth, and her husband is an old man? This is an amazing thing. Ibrahim alayhi salam said, do you give me good news when an old age has touched me? With what do you give me good news? They replied, we give news with truth. Do not be of those who gives up hope. Ibrahim alayhi salam then said, who can give up on the hope of his Rabb except for the misguided ones? Sarah became pregnant and gave birth to Ishaq alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam was happy, and he said, all praise be to Allah who gifted me in my old age with Ismail and Ishaq. Verily my Rabb hears the dua. Sarah could not agree to Hajar being there. She asked Ibrahim alayhi salam to take her far away from her. Allah revealed to Ibrahim alayhi salam that he must listen to Sarah. Take Hajar and Ismail away. I shall bless him and give him blessed children. Ibrahim alayhi salam went until he reached the lands of Paran. Hajar had some bread in a water bag. Ibrahim alayhi salam left her and his son. Hajar said, "Do you leave us here where there is no water, food, or people?" Ibrahim alayhi salam did not answer, but he remained silent. She then asked, "Did Allah order you to do this?" "Yes," he replied. She said, "Then Allah will never let us be destroyed." Ibrahim alayhi salam then continued on his way to Syria. He prayed to Allah, "O our Rabb, I have made my children live in a valley without crops near your blessed home. O our Rabb, so that they may establish salah. So make the hearts of people inclined to them. Provide for them fruits that they may be grateful." Hajar and her baby Ismail alayhi salam lived in the big desert under Allah's watch. The water and food was finished. Hajar and Ismail alayhi salam were thirsty, but there was no water. She went so far from Ismail alayhi salam until she could not see him. He was shaking with hunger. She climbed the closest place to her, Mount as-Safa, hoping to find water. She walked as fast as a tired person can to Mount al-Marwa. She did not find anyone or any water. She then went back out of fear that her baby could die. Yet how amazing, there was now water under his feet. Allah had made water gush under him. Hajar was happy, but was also scared that the water would finish. She called out, "Zamzam." She drank and gave her child to drink from the well of Zamzam. A caravan of traders was traveling when they saw a bird flying and circling in the desert. Birds do not fly unless there is water. They decided to go see what was happening. They saw the water, Hajar and Ismail alayhi salam. They asked permission to stay in that place. She said, "Yes, but you have no right to the water." The tribe of Jurhum then brought their families and stayed there with Hajar and Ismail alayhi salam. Ismail alayhi salam grew up amongst them. He learned the Arabic language. He amazed them with his honesty, salah, and prophethood. They arranged for him to marry one of their women. Ismail alayhi salam gained status, and this was in fulfillment of Allah's promise to Ibrahim alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam was missing his son. He prepared to travel from Syria to Mecca. He went to drink from the well of Zamzam. He saw a youth nearby sharpening his arrows under a tree. When he saw him, he recognized him. Ismail alayhi salam stood to talk to his father, whom he had not seen for many years. He took him to his house, and Ibrahim alayhi salam dreamed that he was slaughtering Ismail alayhi salam. The dreams of Anbiya is revelation from Allah. Ibrahim alayhi salam called Ismail alayhi salam and said to him, "O my son, I saw in a dream that I am slaughtering you. Think, what is your opinion?" Ismail alayhi salam replied, "O my father, do what you are commanded to. If Allah wills, you will find me to be amongst the patient ones." Ibrahim alayhi salam carried a rope and a knife with him. Iblis came to them in the shape of a man. He asked, "Where are you going to, old man?" Ibrahim alayhi salam replied, "To this valley." Iblis said, "Maybe the devil came to you in your sleep and told you to slaughter your son." Ibrahim alayhi salam recognized him and said, "Leave me, O enemy of Allah." Iblis then went to Ismail alayhi salam and said, "Your father is going to kill you, O Ismail." Ismail alayhi salam replied, "Let him do what Allah commanded him. Let him listen to and obey Allah." Ibrahim alayhi salam was now overcome with fatherly love. He was going to lose the son whom he had not have for all these years. Ismail alayhi salam said, "O father, when you are going to slaughter me, then tie the ropes tight and put me face down, so that you do not see me and think of disobeying Allah's command. Take off my shirt so that you can use it as my shroud." Ibrahim alayhi salam replied, "What a good helper you are in fulfilling Allah's command, my son." Ibrahim alayhi salam sharpened the knife with which he was going to cut the love of his heart. Ismail alayhi salam, having given himself up to Allah's command, suddenly a call was heard filling the earth. "O Ibrahim, you have fulfilled the dream. In this way we reward those who do good. This was certainly a clear test. Ibrahim alayhi salam turned and found that Allah had sent a horned white ram in place of Ismail alayhi salam. He was overjoyed. Tears flowed in the streams on his white beard. He hugged Ismail alayhi salam and said, "Today you have been given to me as a present, O my son." The Kaaba had become ruined. In its place was a red hill. Allah revealed to Ibrahim alayhi salam, "Build a house for me here." Ibrahim alayhi salam went with Ismail alayhi salam and said, "Allah has ordered us to clean his house for those who make tawaf, those who make i'tikaf, those who make ruku, and those who make sujood." They went to the place of the house and began building. They turned to Allah and prayed, "O our Rabb, accept from us. Indeed, you are the all-hearing, all-knowing. O our Rabb, make us submitting to you and make from our children a submitting ummah. Show us how to worship. Accept our repentance. Verily you accept repentance and are most merciful. O our Rabb, send amongst them a messenger who will recite unto them your signs and teach them the book and wisdom and purify them. Verily you are most honorable and wise." Ibrahim alayhi salam wanted to make a sign for the people to know where to start and end the tawaf. He said to Ismail alayhi salam, "O my son, bring me a beautiful stone which I can put here." Ismail alayhi salam took long. When he came back, he saw that a stone was sent to Ibrahim alayhi salam from heaven. It was al-Hajar al-Aswad. Ibrahim alayhi salam said, "O my Rabb, I have completed the building." Allah said, "Then call out for Hajj." "How?" Ibrahim alayhi salam asked. "When my voice is weak." Allah said, "Upon you is to call, and upon me is to let it reach. Say, O people, Hajj has been ordered upon you to the ancient house. Answer your Rabb." Ibrahim alayhi salam made the call standing by the maqam. People started coming from every place. Generations passed, and the children of Ismail alayhi salam grew many. Allah then sent Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam from amongst the descendants of Ismail alayhi salam. Now we'll talk about some beneficial lessons to take from the story of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam. Number 1, obey every command of Allah, even if it means sacrificing one's life, wealth, and children. Number 2, Allah saves the believers from punishment, even from burning fire. Number 3, help should only be asked from Allah. And number 4, Allah blesses people with goodness when they obey Him. Alhamdulillah, we have completed the story of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam. In the next session, we'll be starting the story of Prophet Shu'aib alayhi salam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.